Valve, Rocket League, Sony, and Rage 2. All in the news today. All that and more today's guys episode of Daily Dose. Welcome to Daily Dose with your Daily Dose of Gaming News. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your host, Keymaster84. Welcome home. Hoping your day, night, morning, wherever you may be is going fantastic. I know mine is. Now, let's get into the news, but before we do, I always forget right before. We need to make sure we're hitting those likes and make sure you guys are hitting those subscribes. That way you guys don't miss out on any of the great daily videos we have coming at you every single day. Now, that's all done. Let's dive into the news. Big news. So when the SNES Classic came out back in 2017, a lot of people are upset that Earthworm Jim was not going to be there. That's probably one of the biggest. I think it's probably one of the biggest ones that people were upset about. But that could be because Earthworm Jim could be getting an entirely new installment into the series. Yes, that's right. Television Entertainment has announced that a new Earthworm Jim game is in development. That's right, Poison Girls. The fancy Earthworm himself is coming back. According to Intellivision, 10 of the original programmers, artists, audio team members, and level designers have come back to work on the new game. On May 4th at noon Pacific Standard Time, Intellivision Amico Video Games are going to be having a live stream. It's going to be a live interactive simulcast streaming event. It should go on for about 20-30 minutes. They'll consist of the teams, designs. First design meeting for Earthworm Jim. Yes. So it should be really interesting. And I would definitely tune in if you're a big Earthworm Jim fan. They're going to be giving away 50 posters that are going to be signed. Yeah, so it should be really interesting. It should be really interesting, guys. I mean, I'm definitely going to keep my ears to the ground. I loved Earthworm Jim when it came out. Back in the day. It should be really interesting. So make sure you guys tune in 2 days from now and watch that live stream. According to this, Earthworm Jim hasn't received an official release date, but the Intellivision Amico console is going to be launching on October 10th of 2020. So keep that in your guys' heads. And let's see if anything happens with that. Keep your ears to the ground. Hopefully we'll hear more at E3 about that. Valve making some big news today. They're coming out with a new headset. The Valve Index. That's right, the Valve Index is the state-of-art VR headset. The Valve Index is their premium experience. And so when you have a premium experience, it comes with a premium price tag. That is right, guys. The Valve Index is $999, aka $1,000. Now, let's dive into it, and then we'll see. But it is probably one of the better headsets. It is still connected to a computer by cable. Definitely a high-end computer is needed though with this headset in order to take the next step. And here are the specs, and here's why. The Index is actually utilizing two 1440 by 1600 LCDs that run at 120 hertz normally. Just to put that into comparison, the HTC Vive launched with only 1080 by 1200 OLEDs and with a refresh of 90 hertz. So it's much better. So then they're going to be able to have a bigger. There's going to be an IPD slider. It's going to be able to fight up to 20 degrees larger field of view than the HTC Vive. I mean, basically, this headset is going to take away all the blurriness, all the eye strain, all the everything that was going on with the original headsets. Kind of put that in the back seat. Obviously, it is expensive. For $1,000, you get the headset, the two Valve controllers, 2 base stations, and that's it. You can also just buy the headset if you already have everything. That would be $500 by itself. It is compatible with the HTC Vive or the Vive Pro base stations, and the controllers will work with the Valve Index as well. So That's coming up, guys. Pre-orders are began yesterday, so make sure you guys are jumping on that. The Valve Index will be launching June 28th. Booyah. Next, Counter-Strike Global Offensive Battle Royale mode Danger Zone. Wow. Everybody is literally jumping into it. Yesterday, Valve released the Danger Zone's post-launch map Sirocco alongside the new map. Starting perks, reviving, new items, upgrades, say what you will, jump pads. I mean, it's basically Valve and Counter-Strike's version of Battle Royale. I don't know what to say about that, but I figured people would want to know. Saints Row the Third. Yeah, that's right. Saints Row the Third. It's gonna be coming out with a movie. Interesting. The Straight Outta Compton director and the Fate of the Furious director F. Gary Gray is attached to the project to helm it. I mean, it should be interesting. Saints Row Motion Picture is going to be a co-production between Phoenix Studios, Coke Media, which is, and Occupant Entertainment are going to be making the movie. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to say what this is going to be. It's still extremely early in development, so nothing too concrete. We'll definitely have to keep our ears to the ground on that one and wait to see what happens. In bigger news, though, now we're starting to get into the really big hitting stories, guys. Epic Studios is buying a different studio. Yeah, that's right, boy. Epic Games is purchasing a studio. Psyonix will be getting purchased by Epic Games. For those of you guys who don't recognize the name, that is the developer of Rocket League. Yes, that's right. Epic Games is basically buying Rocket League. Rocket League is not going to be changed, but it will no longer be sold on the anywhere else but the Epic platform. It will be offered there later this year. It's still currently on Steam. They haven't given us a timeline of when that's all going to be going down. It's going to be really interesting to see how this works, because what if you already bought the game on Steam? Like, how do you still play it? So, I mean, everybody's kind of like, cool, but do I gotta buy it again? Or what's going on? Or am I just going to migrate to a different service? Am I going to be like, hey, I own this. Can I download it for free? I mean, it should be really interesting. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking. I mean, I think it's a great move on their part. But I think it's kind of an odd move as far as taking it off of one platform and making it exclusive to a different platform. I understand that's your platform, but it does kind of create a lot of different things. It creates a lot of different problematic issues that could be coming up that you could have simply avoided by not purchasing them. But that's the way it is. Moving on. AMD could have potentially leaked that the PS5 is coming in 2020. Dr. Lisa Su, the president of AMD, said in a Q1 financial briefing, very exciting stuff that we're doing now these days, guys. She said that Dr. Lisa Su said that the company is very pleased with its partnership with Sony on its next generation console. Su further went on to explain that while the company's semi-custom business is expected to be down in 2019, Su does expect that the semi-custom market will return to a growth business for us in 2020 and beyond. Without talking about any specific customer, however, the AMD president's word is soon to confirm that the PS5 will launch in 2020 and AMD will make a huge profit from it, which is kind of odd because everybody's all like, oh, they're talking about, I was talking about PlayStation 5. It's like, could they be talking about PlayStation 5 and Xbox maybe? That's why it's such a big deal. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But who knows? AMD might have given it away. And guys, the best news of the day. This is my favorite piece in the news today. Would you be interested in winning Rage 2 that can be played on the Sega Dreamcast? That's like half truth. But let's dive into this and let's talk about it. So, id Software, it got a little crazy. They made a quote-unquote Dreamcast that's capable of playing Rage 2. What they did is they took out all the guts from inside of a box of the Sega Dreamcast box and threw in a miniature customized computer, including an HDMI input. But yeah, I mean, they literally smashed all this inside a Dreamcast, so you can actually play Rage 2. That is the only game it can play, mind you. They have one. They're giving it away. It's pretty sweet, I have to admit. It's really hard to be upset about this. Like, I kind of wish that I could just buy this, because I would probably just buy it. But yeah, I mean, if you wanna try to enter the contest, like I did, you can go on to Rage Game on Twitter and follow and retweet for a chance to win the custom Dreamcast. Yeah, baby. It looks pretty sweet too. I wonder what kind of, do you have to play with the Dreamcast controller? I don't know. They don't really talk about that. I don't think anybody's thought about that. Anyways, moral of the story, guys, go on there. I think the deadline to enter is tomorrow. You have to enter by tomorrow, and then the winner is being picked on the 6th. Yeah, so make sure you get over there, sign up. Rage 2 is releasing May 14th for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Be there or be square. And guys, well, that's it for the news today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, make sure if there's anything that we missed or anything you want us to dive into further, make sure you guys leave comments down below as well. Like I said earlier, make sure you guys are hitting that like and that subscribe button, and make sure you guys hit that bell icon, so that way you guys get a notification every time we post our new videos daily. And until next time, guys, this has been the Keymaster 84. We play games to make games. Haters gonna hate. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.